Hello team and family, this is video number 2 over percent proportions, finding the missing percent. Eli is saving up money for a new bike. He has $35 saved up currently. He needs $300 for the bike that he is wanting. What percent of the total cost of the bike has Eli saved so far? So the whole thing costs $300. Put $300 equals the whole thing. He saved up part of it, which is $35. And we want to figure out what is the percent that 35 is out of 300. So if I set up my proportion, my part is 35. 35 out of a whole of 300. And I'm looking for the percent, and I know percents are out of 100. So all I need to do is solve this. I'll cross multiply. 300 times x equals 35 times 100. Step 2, I'm going to multiply 35 times 100, which is 3,500. Step 3, I'm going to divide both sides by the number in front of the variable, which is 300. 300 divided by 300 cancels out. 3,500 divided by 300. I can take away 2 zeros from the top and the bottom, so it's really 35 divided by 3. I'm going to divide it over the side. 35 divided by 3. Add a decimal, add zeros. 3 goes into 3 one time. 1 times 3 is 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. Bring down the 5. 3 goes into 5 one time. 1 times 3 is 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. Bring down a 0. 3 goes into 26 times. 3 times 6 is 18. 20 minus 18 is 2. And if I keep subtracting, I'm going to keep getting 6. So it's 11 and 6/10 repeating. So for 4, x equals 11 and 6/10 repeating with a line over top. So my percent, what percent of the total cost of the bike has Eli saved so far? He saved 11. And I could even put 666 thousandths with the line over top the last 6%. That's how much percent of the bike that he saved up so far by getting 35. Part B, what percent of the total cost of the bike does Eli still need to save? So if he saved up 11 and 6/10% repeating, how much does he still need to save? So I know percents are out of 100, so I could subtract 11 and 6/10, and this will be an estimate because 6 is repeating, so we'll get close. So I'm just going to do 11 and 6/10 away from 100. I have to borrow all the way from the 1, make it a 0, make the next two numbers 9s, and the last number a 10. 10 minus 6 is 4, 9 minus 1 is 8, 9 minus 1 is 8, and then 0. So it's about 88 and 4/10%. And I'm just going to box that in, and I'm going to put these little squiggly equal signs because it means it's about 88 and 4/10%. Remember, this is not an exact answer, but it's just going to be a close one. We're estimating for this. So if I didn't want to subtract, there is one more thing I could do to answer this question. I could take 300 minus 35, which gets me 265. That's how much money we have left. So that's how much still needs to be saved. So I would put 265 over 300 and figure out what percent out of 100 is that number. And if I do it correctly, I should get around 88 and 4/10%, which is how much Eli still needs to save. Woo!